Hello, hello. Welcome. My name is Jordan. This is your 30-minute vinyasa flow. I'm so excited that you're here. No props are required, but feel free to grab a couple of blocks. We will be starting in our child's pose near the back of your space. So go ahead and make your way there. Take a moment to sink the hips towards the heels or a blanket. Walk the fingertips forward. And come home to the breath. We won't be here for long, just a momentary pause to connect to a conscious breath. Softening the face, allowing the rib cage, the back body to expand with breath, and inviting a little bit of sukha, ease, with every exhale. If you'd like, you can begin to rock the forehead side to side, massaging the sinuses. And come back through center. Press into the fingerprints. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, think cat pose. Ripple forward, shoulders over the wrists. You may want to tuck the toes, realign, knees under the hip points, and then untuck the toes, root down through the tops of the feet. Inhale to soften the belly down for cow. Thread the heart through the biceps. Maybe tick-tock the chin from side to side. And exhale for cat. Round the spine, press the earth away, chin to chest. Inhale for cow. Elbow creases look forward, sink the hips towards the heel. Exhale for cat. Ripple forward, chin to chest, shoulders over the wrists. Two more. Inhale, wave the spine, hips to heels, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Shift forward. Last one, inhale, wave back, hips to heel. Exhale, ripple forward, dome through the back body. Press the earth away, crown towards the earth. We'll come back to our neutral spine. Walk the fingerprints forward, a handprint or maybe two, and begin to draw circles with the hips, like you're stirring a big pot. Moving with your breath. You're welcome to tuck the toes here. Maybe find a modified upward dog, sinking the hips towards the earth at arm's long. Inhale. And exhale, hips to heels. Find that child's pose shape. Beautiful. Shift forward. Find your modified upward dog. Knees down. Heart lifts. Back to child's pose. One more, a little bit different. Inhale to shift forward. Find your modified upward dog. Open through the throat. Mindful not to crunch the back of the neck. And on your exhale, toes tucked. Knees lift, hips high. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a moment to pedal it out in your first downward dog here. First downward dog of practice, maybe of the day. Moving as fast or as slow as you'd like to go. Maybe pressing into the heel, the L of each hand. Bending the knees, melting belly towards tops of the thighs as we bring the tail towards the sky, heels towards the earth. Pause for a moment of stillness, a cycle of breath here, slow, steady, even. On your next inhale, come up high on the tippy toes and ripple forward. Find your plank shape. Always an option to lower the knees. Find your table or half plank. On your next breath out, send the hips up high, downward dog. Beautiful. Two more. Inhale, ripple through the spine. Shift forward, high plank. Exhale, maybe bend the knees and send the hips to the sky, downward dog. One more. Inhale, ripple forward. Find your plank high on the tippy toes. Pause here for the exhale. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Hips up high, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Maybe shake the head gently, yes and no. And on your next inhale, come up high on the tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees, soft steps up to your forward fold. Top of your space, Uttanasana. Generous bend in the knees. Take a breath or two here to bend and sway. Maybe shake out the head. We'll root down through the left hand. Come home to center, to stillness. Bend into the left knee. Reach your right arm high for a twist. On your exhale, release. Right palm plants, right knee bends. Inhale the left arm high. Exhale, release. Left knee bends, left palm plants. Inhale, reach. Maybe roll out the right wrist. And exhale, release. Second side, right knee bends, left arm reaches. Big breath in. Maybe roll out the left wrist. And exhale, one more each side. Your breath, your movement. And we'll meet in our forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Slide the palms to the shins or thighs. Long spine, broaden through the collarbone. Pause here for the exhale. On your next inhale, maybe shift weight gently into the ball of each foot. Option to airplane the arms. Exhale, bend the knees to hinge at the hips. Uttanasana, forward fold. Plant the palms and step the left toes back. Ground the left knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, biceps by the ears or hands at the heart. Use your exhale to settle in. Squeeze the inner thighs to an invisible midline. On your inhale, option to reach high. Press the palms together, maybe gaze up. Think long puppy belly. And exhale, release, plant the palms, right hip pulls back, half splits. You can tick-tock the foot from side to side. Charge the right sit bone towards the back of your space. Maybe explore a bend in the right knee as we keep left knee aligned under the left hip. One more inhale here. Flex into the foot, spread the toes. As you're ready, rebend the right knee, tuck the left toes, lift. Plant the left palm, dragonfly twist. Right hand reaches high. Exhale, release. Left toes, step forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Take a moment to notice the difference between the two sides. And inhale, halfway lift, your version, long spine. Exhale, fold, let it go. Plant the palms and step the right toes back this time. Right knee grounds, toes tucked or untucked, and use the squeezing of the inner thighs to lift, inspire, lengthen the torso. Hands reach or hands at the heart. Use your exhale to settle in. Reinforce that engagement. Strong legs here. Next inhale, option to press the palms together, gaze up, maybe spread the fingertips wide like two suns. And exhale, paint the palms forward as you pull the left hip back, half split. Take a breath or two here to tick-tock the foot, spread the toes, take what you need. One more inhale here. And exhale, bend into the left knee, right palm plants, dragonfly twist, left hand reaches. Big breath in. And exhale, release, right toes, meet the left, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, your version. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, round spine, pressing into the feet, high mountain, reach the hands up. Exhale, Samasthiti, thumbs at the sternum. Take a moment to notice. And we'll inhale to reach, high mountain. Exhale, fold, melt it down, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. And exhale to fold. Step the left toes back, ground the left knee, find your low lunge. Inhale to rise. Exhale, airplane the arms, half splits. Moving a little bit swifter, but still mindful, like we're swimming through honey. Inhale to shift forward, rebend the right knee, dragonfly twist, right hand reaches. Exhale here. And on your inhale, swoop the right hand down to come forward, rise, high crescent, big breath in. Take a moment to spike through the left heel, squeeze the inner thighs together. And on your inhale, cactus through the elbows, lift the heart. Super mindful of the lumbar spine here. Option to bend into the left knee. Exhale, elbows, forearms together, round the spine. Inhale to cactus. Exhale to round, maybe bring chin to chest, elbows towards the navel. One more, inhale to cactus. And exhale to round. Pause for a cycle of breath here. And inhale, find your high lunge. Exhale, warrior three. Top of your space. Left toes lift off any amount. Maybe airplane the arms. Kicking into the left heel. Inhale here. Exhale, chair pose. Utkatasana, top of your space. Knees bend. Weight is in the heels. Hands overhead. Maybe palms press or hands at the heart. Pause. Embrace a little bit of fire, a little bit of heat as we root down through the feet. Grounded in the presence of transformation. One more cycle of breath here. And inhale, high mounted. Big breath, big stretch. Exhale, fold, let it go, melt it down. Inhale, half lift, your version. And exhale to fold. And we'll step the right toes back, ground the right knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge, your version. Exhale, airplane the arms, half splits. Always an option to reach for the earth. Give yourself the gift of stability in the presence of sensation. And inhale, shift forward, plant the right palm, left hand reaches. Exhale, here, dragonfly twist. Use your next inhale to swoop the left hand down, heart forward, and rise, high crescent. Maybe find a nice hips width stance. Use your exhale to settle in. Inhales invite length, new beginning. Exhale, invite softness and release. Inhale to cactus, maybe bend into the right knee. Exhale to spike through the right heel. Round the spine, chin to chest, maybe forearms to touch. Inhale to cactus. Exhale to round, draw it in, maybe elbows towards the navel, chin to chest. One more, your breath, your movement. And pause here, noticing the impact of this shape as we round the thoracic spine and say hello to our right hip flexor. Beautiful work, my friends. Inhale, find your high lunge. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. Right toes lift off any amount. Option to airplane the arms, hands at the heart. Maybe bend into the left knee, lower your center of gravity. Find a tiny speck, unmoving. One more inhale here. And exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Right foot meets the left. Biceps by the ears, palms pressing together, heart lifts or hands at the hips. Take a moment to draw the tailbone long towards the earth, lengthening the spine as we lift the heart, maybe pressing the palms together actively here. Option to gaze up at the thumbs if it feels comfortable for the neck. Ensuring we're not too constricted here. Prioritize space for the breath. One more inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. And exhale to fold. Plant the palms, step the feet back to plank, knees up or down. Pause here. Embrace a little bit of heat. Maybe bringing in awareness to the space between the ribs and the navel. Hugging that space in. As we dome through the back body, press the earth away, shift forward onto the tippy toes, inhale. And exhale, pin the elbows back like little grasshopper legs, lower all the way to the abdomen. Slide the palms in line with the ribs. Inhale to extend through the crown, root down through the tops of the feet in the pelvis. Bhujangasana, cobra, stay low. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale for cobra, slight tuck of the chin. Maybe squeeze the elbows into the side body. Option to hover the palms. And exhale to lower. 1 more. Inhale for cobra, waving through the spine. Option to hover the palms, maybe zip the toes up together, hover the feet. Pelvis stays rooted. Pause for your exhale. Cycle of breath here. Compressing the abdomen. It's the surface supporting you, massaging the internal organs with every breath. 1 more inhale. And exhale, release. Tuck the toes. Make your way through plank or tabletop and find your downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal it out. Embrace this new space you took the time to create today. And on your next inhale, come up high on the tippy toes. Exhale, Uttanasana, top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, root to rise, sweep the hands up high overhead, maybe press the palms together, find that nice long puppy belly. And exhale, Samasthiti, Anjali Mudra, thumbs at the sternum. Pause to notice, to take a momentary inventory, drop a pin here, just by coming home to the breath, noticing its depth and quality, filing this moment away for later. A gentle reminder that we can always come back here, on and off the mat. And as you're ready, with the feet hips width or flush together, yogi's choice, we'll inhale biceps by the ears. Exhale, chair pose, sink the hips back. Any amount, bend into the knees. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left knee lifts any amount. Exhale, hands out in front of the body. And we have an option here. You can take your right elbow underneath your left to give yourself a hug for your Garudasana, eagle arms. Or if you like, you can bring the hands together, maybe interlace once or twice. And from here, begin to bend into the right knee and cross your left knee over. Option to stay in your chair pose legs. That's a wonderful place to be. Or you can guide the left knee over, maybe left toes on the ground. Seal the circumference of your right foot. Lift the elbows. Press the palms away. Lengthen the back of the neck. Sink as low as feels good. Cultivating focus. Coming home to the breath. Starting our day, perhaps, with a little bit of tapas, that discipline, inner fire. Transforming the rest of our day. 1 more inhale here. And exhale, left foot meets the earth, unravel. Inhale to cactus. Exhale to fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise, sweep the hands up high. Exhale, sink low for chair. Beautiful work so far, my friends. Last little push. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right knee lifts. Exhale, bend the elbows out in front of you. Option to bring forearms together to touch. Or take your left elbow underneath your right, hugging the shoulders. Or maybe binding once or twice. Eagle arms, your version. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Just by bringing an awareness to every exhale, maybe cross your right knee over the top of your left, right toes on the ground, or weaving behind the right calf, Using that pressure between the legs to find your midline, your center as you sink the hips low, lift the elbows, press the palms away. Find your focus, your drishti. One more inhale here, wherever you've landed. And exhale, unravel. Find your mountain pose. Inhale, nice soft cactus. Soften through the heart space. And exhale, fold Uttanasana, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Bend generously into the knees and sink the hips back down to the earth. And find a comfortable seat. Kick the legs out long. Maybe shift the flesh away from the sit bones, root down. And take a moment to point and flex. Maybe draw a circle or two with the nose. And we'll find our seated forward fold. Inhale, biceps by the ears. Exhale to hinge at the hips. Heart pulls forward, navel draws in, tailbone long. Pause here halfway. Biceps by the ears. Find a nice big breath in. Maybe grow a little taller, slight tuck of the chin. And exhale, release. Fold any amount. Maybe allowing the spine to round, the head to dangle. Option to take the heels a little wide, maybe bend into the knees to support the abdomen. Taking a moment in this inward shape to send a signal to the monkey mind, the lizard brain, that the vulnerable and valuable abdominal organs, our vital abdominal organs, are safe and covered in our little forward fold cave. And the muscles are invited to soften in the presence of security, safety, and release. Begin to curl the fingerprints back towards the hips, maybe allowing the head to lift up last here. We'll scooch our booty bones forward just a bit. You can bend the knees and find a nice slow, steady roll down, articulating through the length of your spine, reaching out long from fingertips to toes, a good morning stretch. Shine your rib cage towards the sky. Think happy cat on a sunlit windowsill. And on an exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And you're welcome to pause here in your reclined child's pose. If you'd like, you can take the knees wide for a supine squat. Maybe drive the kneecaps in different directions, like little stick shifts. Or if happy baby is in your practice, you're welcome to reach for the heels or the backs of the thighs. Taking a moment to draw the tailbone long here. Begin allowing the breath to return to its own natural rhythm. Maybe bringing an awareness to space between the teeth. Seeing how it feels to allow the tongue to rest at the bottom of the mouth. Invite any resulting unraveling, any softness and unfurrowing of the brow or releasing of the tiny muscles around the eyes. Loosening of the jaw. Allow this to take up space, your softness. And as you're ready, you can release both feet to the earth, finding constructive rest, or maybe corpse pose, stretching the legs long. Taking what you need to embrace fully supported here. allowing each exhale to remind the body of the pull of gravity as we release from grasping at our hold here on this moment, allowing it to pass through with ease, coming home to softness, to Shavasana. And the next time you hear my voice, I will be guiding you out. You are welcome to stay in your Shavasana shape for as long as time allows. But if you're ready to take this practice off the mat and into the rest of your day, I invite you to deepen the breath, bring an awareness to the air on your skin, maybe sounds close by, gently wiggling fingers and toes, inviting any small movements that feel intuitive to bring the body back to wakefulness with care as a means of inviting this new and beautiful space you took the time to create today to come up off the mat with you, this breathing room. Perhaps you'd like to stretch out long and hug the knees in towards the chest, making your way to one side or the other. And with the gaze soft or the eyes still closed down, I invite you to a comfortable seat, whatever that feels like to you today, where you're welcome to stay as you are, however you are, wherever you are. And we can take a deep breath in and out together to celebrate this time spent in community doing yoga and honor the decision you made to fill your cup with the practice of breath and movement, to bring a little bit more presence to your world and in turn the world of those around you. You can join the thumbs together at the heart space, Anjali Mudra. Soft face, tall spine. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Thank you for being here today, for sharing your time and your practice, not only with me, but with each other. It's always an honor and a privilege to be here to guide you and share this time, share this space with you as you share it with each other. So thank you. Thank you.